Okay, so mornings, right. They can
Yeah.
be rough.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
That alarm goes off. You just
Oh,
want to hit snooze.
absolutely.
But what if a few simple changes to your morning routine
Okay.
could transform your whole day,
And
help you reach your weight loss goals?
really?
We're talking 5 easy morning rituals,
Hmm.
not just for weight loss, but energy, focus, even mood.
You know, it's true. The
Yeah,
way you start your day, it really does have this ripple effect.
totally.
And those early hours are just prime time for setting the tone.
It's like the foundation of your day.
Exactly.
And this is what makes this article, Morning Rituals, 5 Simple Habits to Accelerate Weight Loss,
Okay.
so fascinating.
I'm listening.
It's not about some crazy pre-dawn workout
Yeah.
or denying yourself coffee.
Right.
It's about simple changes anyone can make.
And what's so interesting, these
Ah.
rituals are about so much more than
Yeah.
just the number on the scale.
Right.
They're about that mind-body connection. I love that.
You know, building a healthier relationship with yourself,
Totally.
both physically and mentally.
Okay, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Ritual number 1. It's
Got
all about hydration.
hydration.
I'll admit, I used to be coffee first thing in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But this article
Mm-hmm.
convinced me to make water my new best friend.
Water. Interesting.
It emphasizes hydrating before even that first cup of coffee.
So before the coffee.
Before the coffee.
Oh.
So think about it.
Oh.
You've just spent hours asleep.
Right.
Your body is naturally dehydrated.
It makes sense.
And when you're dehydrated, your cells aren't functioning at their best.
I see.
And this can slow down your metabolism,
They-
making it harder to burn calories.
Wow.
Dehydration can also trigger those hunger pangs,
Oh, no.
making you think you're hungry when your body's actually just thirsty.
That's tricky.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So I never realized
Yeah.
how much of an impact dehydration has
Yeah.
first thing in the morning. It's true.
So even mild dehydration can sabotage our weight loss.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And the fix is so easy.
Yeah.
Just a glass of water.
Okay.
As soon as you wake up, can make a world of difference.
Wow.
It kickstarts your metabolism, helps flush out toxins,
Uh-huh.
sets your body up for optimal performance.
So simple, but so important.
Exactly.
The article even suggests
Yeah.
adding a squeeze of lemon
Oh,
for a little flavor boost
nice.
and some extra vitamin C.
Love it.
I am sold on the water.
Good.
Now, ritual number 2,
Okay, number 2.
engage in light physical activity.
Light physical activity.
I know the thought of exercise before coffee
Oh, yeah.
might make you want to crawl back under the covers.
Totally.
But hold on.
Okay.
This isn't about an intense workout.
Okay, good.
We are not talking about running a marathon before breakfast.
Thank goodness.
Just 10 to 20 minutes of gentle movement.
All right, I can do that.
Think stretching, a brisk walk, some light yoga, anything that gets your blood flowing and your energy up.
Sounds good.
That's actually really doable.
Yeah.
Even for someone like me who's always rushing.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm curious,
Yeah.
what's the science behind this?
Okay.
How does a little bit of morning movement connect to weight loss?
So it's fascinating how our bodies work.
Yeah.
When you engage in even light physical activity,
Uh-huh.
in the morning, you jumpstart your metabolism.
Okay.
And that boost can last for hours.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Yo.
setting your internal furnace to a higher temperature, helping
Yeah.
you burn more calories throughout the day.
I like that.
Yeah.
So not only that,
Yeah.
morning movement also helps regulate your blood sugar,
Uh-huh.
improves your focus, reduces stress,
Wow.
all of which play a role in making healthier choices.
It's like a chain reaction
It is.
of positive effects.
I'm starting to see how these small changes could really add up
Exactly.
to something significant.
It's a ripple effect.
It is. It really is.
That extends. Yeah.
Far beyond those few minutes of activity.
Now, this next ritual is one we've all heard before.
Okay?
Fuel your body with a healthy breakfast.
Healthy breakfast.
But honestly,
Yeah.
is breakfast really the most important meal of the day?
Ooh, good question.
Or is that just something our parents told us to get
Yeah.
us to eat our cereal?
Yeah. So there's actually quite a bit of science
Okay.
to back up that claim.
Really?
Yeah. A balanced breakfast
Okay.
sets the stage for stable blood sugar throughout the morning,
Okay.
preventing those energy crashes that can lead to cravings
Yeah.
and poor food choices.
You know what? I do get those energy crashes. So imagine if a balanced breakfast
Right.
could help your blood sugar stay stable,
Yes.
preventing energy crashes
Yeah.
and cravings.
That's like giving your body the fuel
Yeah.
it needs to run smoothly
Okay.
instead of sputtering and stalling.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it's not just about the calories in that one meal.
Exactly.
It's about setting yourself up
Right.
for success for the entire day.
Exactly. And plus, that morning protein hit
Okay.
is crucial for building and repairing muscle tissue,
Oh, that's important.
which is especially important if you're trying to lose weight
Okay.
because muscle burns more calories than fat,
Really?
even when you're at rest.
Wow.
So the more muscle you have,
Yeah.
the easier it is to maintain a healthy weight.
Muscle is key.
Muscle is key.
Okay, so what does a power breakfast look like?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing something
Yeah.
delicious and effective.
So you want a combination
Yeah.
of protein, healthy fats,
Okay.
and complex carbohydrates.
Got it.
Think Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts.
Okay.
Or maybe whole grain toast with avocado and an egg.
That sounds good.
These are the types of meals
Yeah.
that'll keep you feeling full and energized for hours.
Okay, I am loving these rituals so far.
Me too.
Before we go on to the next one,
Okay.
I want to take a quick pause
Sure.
to share something that might interest you.
Okay.
Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home. You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.lifesolutionweightloss or by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast.
Awesome.
Okay, now let's get back to those weight loss morning rituals.
All right, let's do it.
Our fourth one is a bit unexpected.
Okay.
Practice mindfulness or meditation.
Mindfulness or meditation.
Now, I wouldn't immediately associate meditation with weight loss.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I'm intrigued.
Okay.
How does this fit into the picture?
It's all about understanding
Yeah.
the powerful connection between
right.
your mind and body.
Okay.
Stress plays a huge role
Uh,
in our food choices.
okay.
When we're stressed,
Yeah.
our bodies release hormones like cortisol,
Cortisol.
which can increase our appetite
Okay.
and make us crave sugary, fatty foods.
So it's like stress sends us straight to the cookie jar.
Exactly.
Right.
But mindfulness practices,
Yeah.
like meditation and deep breathing, can help us manage that stress response.
Right.
It's about creating a sense of calm and awareness
I like that.
so we can make more conscious choices
Okay.
instead of giving in to those impulsive cravings.
Right. So it's not that meditation magically burns calories.
Right.
It's more about giving us the mental tools
Yeah.
to resist those unhealthy urges.
It's about shifting our mindset
Okay.
from one of stress and reactivity
Yeah.
to one of calm and intention.
I like that.
And the best part is
Yeah.
you don't need to be a meditation guru
Okay, good.
to reap the benefits.
Right.
Even just 5 or 10 minutes of
Yeah.
quiet time in the morning,
Okay.
whether you're meditating,
Uh-huh.
practicing deep breathing,
Yeah.
or simply journaling can make a world of difference.
I love how accessible that is.
Yeah.
You don't need a fancy app
Nope.
or a yoga studio.
Right.
Just a few minutes
Uh-huh.
of quiet time with yourself.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on
Okay.
to the fifth and final ritual.
Final ritual.
Plan and set goals.
Plan and set goals.
This one might seem a bit
Yeah.
more practical than the others,
Yeah.
but I'm curious to hear how it ties into weight loss.
It's all about taking control of your day.
Yeah.
When you take a few minutes each morning
Yeah.
to plan your meals, snacks, even your workouts,
Uh-huh.
you're much less likely to make impulsive, unhealthy choices later on.
Makes sense.
Think about your own mornings.
Okay.
What are some challenges you face?
Oh, definitely the rush.
The rush.
I'm usually scrambling to get myself and the kids out the door.
Yeah.
And sometimes a healthy breakfast falls by the wayside.
I've been there.
And then, of course, there's that mid-morning slump.
Oh, yeah.
That sends me straight to the vending machine.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
But that's where planning can be so powerful. If you've already thought about what you're going to eat for breakfast
Uh-huh.
and have a healthy snack packed and ready to go,
Right.
you're much less likely to reach for something unhealthy
Yeah.
when hunger strikes.
It's about being proactive instead of reactive.
Exactly.
Instead of letting the day control you,
Right.
you're setting yourself up for success.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
don't underestimate the power of writing down your goals.
Okay.
Whether it's a specific weight loss target,
Yeah.
a certain number of steps you want to take,
Okay.
or simply a commitment to making healthier choices. Putting it in writing
Yeah.
makes it more real, more tangible.
It's like a little reminder to yourself throughout the day,
Exactly.
keeping you focused on what you want to achieve.
It also boosts your accountability.
Right.
When you've made that commitment to yourself,
Uh-huh.
you're more likely to follow through.
That's amazing.
Is
These 5 rituals are all so simple,
right.
yet so powerful when combined. I think our listeners might have some practical questions.
Yeah.
about how to incorporate these changes into their lives.
Totally.
For example,
Hmm.
how much time should we realistically be setting aside
Okay.
for a morning routine like this?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Ideally,
Yeah.
aiming for 30 minutes to an hour
Okay.
would allow you to comfortably fit in all 5 rituals.
Okay.
But even if you can only spare 10 or 15 minutes,
Yeah.
that's a fantastic start.
So it's about finding what works for you and your schedule
Exactly.
and not feeling like you have to do it all perfectly
Absolutely.
right away.
You can start with just 1 or 2 rituals
Okay.
and gradually add more as you get comfortable.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's okay if your morning routine evolves over time.
Absolutely.
But what works for you now
Yeah.
might not work a few months down the road.
Right.
And that's perfectly fine.
That's the beauty of it.
The important thing is to find a rhythm that supports your overall well-being.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
all about listening to your body
Okay.
and adjusting as needed.
Makes sense.
Now, I know some listeners might be wondering
Yeah.
if these morning changes alone are enough
Okay.
to make a real difference
Yeah.
in their weight loss journey.
I mean, these rituals are fantastic,
They are.
but can they really move the
Yeah.
needle on the scale?
It's important to remember
Yeah.
these rituals are powerful tools,
Uh-huh.
but they work best
Yep.
as part of a holistic approach
Right.
to health and wellness.
So not a quick fix.
No,
Okay.
think of them as building blocks for a healthier lifestyle.
Got it.
They set the stage for making better choices throughout the day,
Okay.
but they're not a magic bullet.
So we still need to be mindful of what we eat.
Yes.
Make time for regular exercise
Uh-huh.
and manage stress
Right.
and other areas of our lives.
Exactly. These rituals are like creating a strong foundation, but
Yeah.
you still need to build the rest of the house.
That's a great analogy. Now, I know some people struggle with the whole breakfast thing.
Yeah.
They just aren't hungry in the morning.
Right.
Or they don't have time
Yeah.
for a full meal.
Totally.
Any advice for those who aren't natural breakfast eaters?
Absolutely.
I've
Start small.
Okay.
Instead of forcing yourself to eat a big breakfast,
Right.
try a piece of fruit with a handful of nuts
Okay.
or a quick smoothie.
Got it.
Something that's easy to digest
Yeah.
and provide some energy and nutrient.
Okay.
As you get used to having something in your stomach first thing,
Yeah.
you can gradually increase the portion size
Yep.
or try different options.
So finding what works for you
Exactly.
and making those small,
Yes.
sustainable changes.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about motivation.
Motivation.
It's easy to get excited about a new routine,
Oh, yeah.
but how do we stay motivated when those snooze buttons are calling our name?
Motivation can definitely
Yeah.
ebb and flow.
It does.
What's important
Yeah.
is to find ways to keep yourself engaged and inspired.
Okay.
Tracking your progress can be really helpful.
Tracking progress.
Yeah, you could keep a journal,
Mm-hmm.
use a habit tracker app,
Okay.
or even just make a note on your calendar each day
Right.
that you successfully complete your morning rituals.
I love the idea of celebrating those small wins.
Yes.
It's a great way to stay motivated
Exactly.
and see how far you've come.
And don't be afraid to adjust your rituals as needed.
Okay.
Life happens.
It does.
And sometimes you need to be flexible.
Makes sense.
The key is to find a routine that you enjoy
Right.
and that fits into your life,
Okay.
not one that feels like a chore.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive
Yeah,
into the power of morning rituals.
it really is.
I'm feeling inspired to
Victim
make
of-
some changes to my own routine.
Me too.
It's amazing how a few simple tweaks
Right.
can make such a big difference in our overall well-being.
I know, it's amazing.
Before we wrap up, I want to share one more thought with our listeners.
Oh, awesome.
Imagine if you could get rid of stubborn fat and support weight loss in a simple and healthy way while you are at home.
Okay.
You can find out by visiting https://rebrand.leastsolutionweightloss or by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast.
Great idea.
Now, for those listening,
Yeah.
what would you say is the most important takeaway
Oh.
from this deep dive?
I think it's about recognizing
Yeah.
that small changes can have a big impact.
I agree.
You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight.
Right.
Start with 1 or 2 of these rituals
Okay.
that resonate with you
Yeah.
and see what a difference it makes
Okay.
in your energy levels, your mood,
Yeah.
and your overall health.
It's about taking control of your mornings
Yes.
and setting yourself up
Uh-huh.
for a more successful, fulfilling day.
Beautifully said.
And remember, this is a journey,
Yes.
not a destination.
It is a journey.
Be patient with yourself.
Yes.
Celebrate your successes and enjoy the process
Uh-huh.
of creating a morning routine
Yes.
that brings you joy
Right.
and helps you thrive.
Love that.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time
Okay.
for another exploration into the fascinating world of health and wellness.
Sounds good. It's all about understanding that powerful connection between your mind and body.
That mind-body connection, right?
Yeah, stress. Stress plays a huge role
Does
in our food choices.
Oh, really?
When we're stressed,
Okay.
our bodies release hormones like cortisol.
Cortisol, yeah.
And that can increase our appetite,
Interesting.
make us crave sugary, fatty foods.
So like when I'm stressed, I reach for the chips.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
But mindfulness practices
Yeah.
like meditation and deep breathing, they can help us manage that stress response.
So it's like a way to
Yeah.
calm the cortisol craving.
It's about creating a sense of calm and awareness
I like that.
so we can make more conscious choices instead of giving in to those impulsive cravings.
So it's not that meditation magically burns calories.
Right.
It's more about giving us the tools
Yeah.
to resist those unhealthy urges.
It's about shifting that mindset
Okay.
from one of stress and reactivity to
Yeah.
one of calm and intention.
I like that a lot.
And the best part,
Yeah, what's the best part?
you don't have to be a meditation guru
Sure.
to reap the benefits.
Really?
5 or 10 minutes
Okay.
of quiet time in the morning,
Yeah?
meditating, deep breathing, even just journaling can make a huge difference.
That feels doable.
It is.
You don't need some fancy app
Mm.
or a yoga studio.
Right.
Just a few minutes
Yeah.
with yourself.
Exactly.
All right. Let's move on
Okay.
to the fifth and final ritual.
Final ritual, all right.
Plan and set goals.
Plan and set goals, okay?
This one might seem
Yeah.
a bit more practical
Right.
than the others,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm curious how it ties into weight loss.
It's about taking control
Yeah. Okay.
of your day.
Right.
When you take a few minutes each morning to plan
Okay.
your meals, your snacks, even workouts,
Okay.
you're less likely
Okay.
to make impulsive, unhealthy choices later.
So if I plan ahead,
Yeah,
I'm less likely to just grab whatever.
exactly.
Definitely.
Think about your own mornings.
Okay.
What are some challenges you face?
Oh, definitely the rush.
A rush. Yeah.
I'm always scrambling, get myself and the kids out the door.
Right.
Sometimes a healthy breakfast. It just doesn't happen.
Totally get it.
And then, of course, there's that mid-morning slump
Oh, yeah.
that sends me straight for the vending machine.
We've all been there.
We have, haven't we?
But that's where planning can be so powerful.
Okay, yeah.
If you've already thought about breakfast,
Uh-huh.
have a healthy snack ready.
Right.
You're much less likely to reach for something unhealthy when hunger hits.
Like I said, proactive, not reactive.
Exactly.
Instead of letting the day run me,
Right.
I'm in charge.
Ex-
And don't underestimate the power of writing things down.
Oh, writing down your goals.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Okay.
Whether it's a weight loss target,
Huh.
a number of steps, or just a commitment to healthier choices.
Yeah.
Put it in writing.
It makes it more real.
Makes it more real, more tangible.
Yeah, it's like a little reminder to myself throughout
Exactly.
the day.
Keeps you focused.
Yeah.
And it boosts your accountability.
Oh, interesting.
When you've made that commitment,
Okay.
you're more likely to follow through.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
These 5 rituals are so simple,
Yeah,
but so powerful.
especially when you combine them.
I think our listeners might have some practical questions
Yeah, like what?
about actually incorporating these changes.
Right.
How much time should we realistically be setting aside
That's a great question.
for a morning routine like this?
Ideally,
Okay.
30 minutes to an hour
Okay.
would allow you to comfortably fit in all 5.
All 5. Okay.
Yeah. But even 10 to 15 minutes is a great start.
So it's really about finding what works for you and your schedule.
Exactly.
And not feeling like it has to be perfect
Absolutely.
right from the start.
You can start with just 1 or 2 rituals
Okay.
and gradually add more as you get comfortable.
It's about finding what works and building from there.
Exactly. And it's okay if your routine changes over time.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What works for you now might not work a few months down the road.
Right. Life happens.
Life happens, exactly.
The key is to just find a rhythm that supports your well-being.
100%. I know some listeners might be wondering,
Yeah, what are they wondering?
if these morning changes alone are enough to really make a difference.
The weight loss, right?
Yeah, in their weight loss journey.
I mean, they're fantastic, these rituals, but
They are.
can they really move the needle on the scale?
It's important to remember that these rituals are tools,
Okay, tool.
but they work best as part of a bigger picture,
Holistic approach, right?
a holistic approach to health and wellness.
So they're not a quick fix.
Not a magic bullet, no.
Okay, got it.
Think of them as building blocks
Building blocks.
for a healthier lifestyle.
I like that analogy.
You know, they set the stage for making those better choices throughout the day.
Right, but they're not going to magically make us lose weight.
Exactly.
Okay, so we still need to be mindful of what we're eating,
Yes.
make time for exercise,
Yes.
and, manage our stress.
Right, all those things.
Okay, all this.
So these rituals are like creating that strong foundation,
Okay, yeah.
but you still got to build the rest of the house.
I love that. Okay, so
Right.
I know some people really struggle with breakfast.
I hear that.
They're just not hungry in the morning.
Right.
Or they don't have time for a whole meal.
Right. Totally get that.
What advice do you have for those people?
I would say start small.
Start small, okay?
Instead of forcing yourself to eat a big breakfast,
Yeah,
try a piece of fruit, a handful of nuts,
okay.
or a quick smoothie.
Easy.
Something that's easy to digest.
Oh.
Provide some energy and nutrients.
Okay.
And then as you get used to having something in your stomach first thing,
Right.
you can gradually increase the portion or try different things.
Finding what works,
Exactly.
making those sustainable changes.
Yes. Love it.
Okay, let's talk about motivation for a sec.
Motivation. Okay.
It's easy to get excited about a new routine,
Oh, yeah, totally.
but how do we stay motivated when those snooze buttons are calling our names?
It can be tough, right? Motivation ebbs and flows.
It does.
What's important is to find ways to keep yourself engaged and inspired.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Tracking your progress can be really helpful.
Tracking progress, okay.
Keep a journal, use a habit tracker app,
Uh-huh.
or even just mark it on your calendar each day that you complete your rituals.
Love that.
Celebrate those small wins,
Yes.
and don't be afraid to adjust your rituals as needed.
Well, that's a good point.
Life happens, things change.
They do.
You got to be flexible.
Okay.
The key is to find a routine that you actually enjoy.
Right. It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Exactly, not a chore.
This has been so eye-opening.
It has been.
I'm so inspired to make some changes to my own routine.
Me too. I'm feeling it.
It's amazing how a few tweaks can have such a big impact.
I know, it's powerful stuff.
So for our listeners today,
Yeah.
what would you say is the biggest takeaway from our deep dive?
I think it's about recognizing that small changes can lead to big results.
Absolutely.
You don't have to overhaul your entire life all at once.
Right. Take it one step at a time.
Start with one or two of these rituals, see what works for you.
Yeah. Experiment.
Experiment, exactly. And notice how it impacts your energy, your mood, your overall health.
It's about setting yourself up for success
It is. It's about taking control of your morning.
and creating a day that you love.
Beautifully said. I love that.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into morning rituals.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
We'll see you next time for another exploration into the world of health and wellness.